Hi everybody, this is Gather, Create, Live with Leslie. So today we're going to start with making a lavender wreath. Now I've been wanting one of these for quite a long time, and I know it's kind of a weird season to start this, but I was thinking if it turned out really nice, I would go ahead and make several of these for gifts for Christmas. So what I started with was just these little bunches that you can get at Walmart for 97 cents. These are like over 20 some dollars for a bunch that kind of looks like this on Amazon for like 3 bunches. So I went ahead and got 15 bunches because 12 was a little bit too thin. And this is a wire wreath. You can get these at Walmart or the dollar store. Dollar Tree, I believe, has them for, they're $1, but I think they're 12 inches, and this is more of like a 14 because I wanted a slightly bigger wreath. So what I did was I bent all of my stems so that they would lay how I wanted them to. Then as you go through, lay out all of your stems to make sure you don't have little empty areas that you don't like. And then all I do is, and if you have anything that falls off, just find an area later on to stick it back in. See, like this looks nice, but it's not as full, so you got to kind of cram them back in there. And then here's my last 2 bunches here. So then get it how you want it set up. And then what I do is I hate the paddle wire. So I am using greenery, wired greenery from the dollar store. And they come in long stems. I just cut them in half over the trash can so I don't make a mess. And then these just add to the greenery of the wreath. I find these much easier to use when I make wreaths. I hate using that paddle wire and the continuous all the way around. I find this much easier. So just take off like 2 bunches because you know where those are going to go. Find out where you're gonna start from. As you go through here, wherever that bunch is, go ahead and just put a wire little stem and go around and just go ahead and remove them, and then that way you know where they're going to be. And then as you put your stems back on, it's easier to locate. Now I'm just going to go ahead and start doing it, I guess. So I'll start taking these off from here, and then I'll bring this back this way. It's much easier to see, and you can even bring this wire across here and put it over that one. And then as you add more and more, just make sure you're getting the same kind of fluffiness that you want. And you can arrange the lavender, spread it out, cover more of the wire if you want to as your time goes on after you're all finished. So pull those off, just set them to the side. Make sure you're where you want to be. I've cut 1 wire greenery per stem. And then I'm just going to hang it. I know where I want to hang this. So it already has like a little hook. So I'm not going to worry about putting a hanger on it unless I move it someplace else later on. So just go around, add your greenery pieces, and then keep going with your flower. This is very similar to how you do a like a burlap wreath. If you want, see, and these are going to be very secure. They'll wiggle a little bit, but it's so much easier on your fingers than doing that paddle wire, and I just can't stand that stuff. So I'd rather do it this way. If you hear a little grumpiness every once in a while, that's my dog, Bear. He has a tendency to talk. So just keep going around. This is pretty easy to do in 10 minutes. The only thing that takes you a while to do is cut apart your greenery. So, and then this is so much easier because if you decide to take it apart later and you want to use your lavender and other projects, it's very simple to do. You just untwist, because I only twist twice over the lavender, and this gives me the exact look I want. So it was $15, $1 for the wire wreath. And sometimes if you get these thicker wreaths like this, cut them right here and take out this little section, and you can have two separate wreaths. So if you don't want to have a wreath that's so thick, you can make adjustments. It does take some strength to get that off, but so just keep working around. I like to work on the one wire. They wiggle a little bit, but I don't really care. Then I have enough room. Across. Slide that one down just a bit. And then you can, adjust these as you want. This one, I want to stay in place a little bit better. So I put it around. There we go. Okay. Feed this one through. And this is your last one. And because these are not, put on so strongly, you can adjust and slide, this little area down and this little area up and get exactly where you want to be with your greenery. Okay, and then just lay across. If you have any areas, like this one feels like it's a little bit loose, so I can just take one of the extra that I have and kind of anchor it. Just kind of make a little loop, feed it through there, and then anchor it back down through the back side. And then I always like this because this tends to be, if you want to use it on a table, it's because of the greenery on the back, it kind of makes it a little bit smoother to push around on your table. So if you want to put a big candle in the center. So that is my finished lavender wreath. I think it's just beautiful. I have a white door that I'm going to put it on. And this way I can keep it for years to come. I do love the regular fresh lavender leaves, wreaths, but man, they break apart really easily. So this I can keep year after year. I just put it in a trash bag and put it on a hanger and hang it in my closet that I use for storage. And then when spring comes, I'll take it back out. And if you want to, you can put a couple drops of lavender oil over it and make it smell real. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.